willing to participate to another national championship should pay extreme attention, because these guys might have revolutionized the way that this deck is played. So let's first of all see, and it's going to be Diego starting thing off with the Unicorn. And a Bonfire as well.
Nice start, and yeah, I mean, so there's plenty of times during this weekend, and we also see the lineup that Lorenzo went for during his previous matchup, and let's see if Diego will be of the same advice. Does Michele play the Nibiru in his deck, or?
Nope, not at all, not even in the side deck actually. So
Okay.
yeah, that's not going to be something that we need to keep in mind. Neither of these players are using Nibiru at all, so no love for the rock.
First interruption impermanence being activated on the Snake Eye Ash from Michele. Let's see how Diego here will continue.
Yeah, you can see he's pondering over his options. Only plays one target. And going to use it. Did he activate the Unicorn previously on? Because I've missed it. Maybe
No,
not.
I think he didn't. No.
He has the one copy of Burf in the end then.
Yeah, he must have R-drew it, because otherwise we would have seen the activation of Unicorn. And here comes the Ida from Diego. And the birth,
And yeah,
exactly.
as expected,
Yeah.
the Burf is drawn. Kind of an unfortunate pickup here. The only copy that Curie could have searched. And wow, what a weak opener by Diego in the top 8. Only 2 face down cards. And you can feel Michele excitement, but don't forget, Diego is maining 3 copies of Skill Drain, and that could be a card that changes the matchup significantly. So,
I mean, if one of those set cards is a skill drain, that will be a total different game. But if it's
yes.
not, then Michele may be an advantage. We will soon find out. Now the Bonfire gets activated and the Snake Eye Ash.
Do we have the Skill Drain? It makes a lot of sense to me given the Ita. And we do see the Skill Drain in the main deck from Diego. Wow.
This is huge. Yeah. And the crowd, you must have heard that.
And I mean, the Ita was kind of a giveaway when you see that instead of the SP or the IP. Skill Drain just makes so much sense, and now Michele, he's stuck into finding a solution for this. Otherwise, this decision to include the Skill Drains in the game, in the main deck, might just give Diego this one out.
And this is what we were discussing with Marco when he won his top 64 match, and exactly that's what happened. Michele passed.
Yeah, this is exactly what we were expecting in the main deck, able to shut down, and let's see if Diego can capitalize on this advantage. Plays back to him. He really needs to push as much as possible. And he's actually considering just upgrading because he has the birth to bring the Unicorn back. Well, Michele is obviously kind of stuck, but no, at the last second he changes his mind. He's like, Ita is more valuable. I'm just gonna push damage and call it a day, maybe.
And this is the thing, we talked to Marco after the top 64 match, and he was so afraid to play against this type of deck with the skill drain in the main deck. Because the issue is, if the skill drain is being activated in game 1, how do you deal with that? That's the point. And
yeah.
I mean, even though kind of a slow start from Diego, the skill drain alone is doing so much.
Yeah, it's completely carrying him here and might be the way in which he wins this. But at least there is some fighting back now from Michele with his own copy of Unicorn. Taking a think here. Ooh, and we see a normal summon of Effect Veiler. Would be funny if he had a level 8 Synchro in the deck, but this is not quite gonna be it. Instead, he goes on and activate the original special summoning from the deck. And here comes the Ash. And we actually have a Ghost Ogre on the birth. Michele really trying his best to stay in this. Doesn't want to give up. And now goes on and move to his extra deck. Summoning a Phoenix. And goes to activate his cost, getting rid of... What is the last card in his hand, maybe? It doesn't seem like he has anything else. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yeah. No more cards in the hand from Michele, but able to special summon with the Flamberge, chew back from the graveyard. Can he find a way out? Again, goes to the extra deck, tries to build a monster that can do something here, and is going to be the Princess. Into the effect of Ash. And the second Flamberge is here. Makes a lot of sense. 3000 attack monster, and goes and destroys this unicorn. But now the draw is on Diego. So many good top decks. Can he find any of them? Oof, he top decks the Diabestar Black Witch, getting rid of his own skill drain. And now we can get to play the game, and this seems like an upfield battle with just the Princess as an interruption from Michele.
And this is why skill drain is so good, this deck. And now this game one is looking so promising for Diego. He may be steps away from closing this out. He revives it back with the Hita, and
what could be the last end for one of these two duelists? Michele seems like he goes first. And yeah, he does. And he opens things up with the copy of Pressure Planet. We've mentioned a lot of different builds, but the Kashtira cards really are working well for our participants. I see an effect Veiler in the end, not quite sure about the rest. Very resetted. As we have mentioned multiple times, we should not expect any interaction from Diego. Michele is free to do whatever he wants, and then when we go to Diego's turn, we can talk. And a really good news, as compared to the previous round, is that there is no anti-spell fragrance here in the side deck, which is probably the card that they are most afraid of.
yeah, I mean, with a deck like that, honestly, it's I mean, of course, you can be afraid of the cut, but that's not the case. So, but wow, Michele passed.
No, no way. This is...
Oh wow.
Gotta feel bad for him. All he has got was this Fenrir double field spell opening. And this is surely not enough. Maybe at least the only hope is that he's holding into a lot of entraps to try and slow things down. But what a great start from Diego instead.
think he grabbed the unicorn. Yeah. Here it comes. This is very unlikely because there may be an infinite impermanence being set. Maybe a couple of hand traps, but we will soon find out.
And yeah, for now, Michele is just gonna try and stay in this as much as he can. Wanted is played by Diego. What a end.
And here, with the bonfire being activated now, Diego's just having a think.
And yet wanted into the droplet, sending 2 cards to negate both the Poplar and the Fenrir. What a start from former national champion Diego. This could be a quick one, depending on the end shops that Michele is holding.
Yeah, here comes the effect Veiler. I mean, we mentioned this, and it was very likely that Michele was holding into a hand trap. He may be holding another one. Now, plays back to Diego. Let's see if...
It's gonna be close. Obviously, you gotta know that there is something there. The Veiler is shown. But I think you expect at least another one. Maybe an impermanence or something else face down. Because what else could he have drawn into if not end traps at this point? And let's see what Diego follows this up with. As expected, the Black Witch Eden at the Dark Ruler. And we do see the impermanence to be expected. Great way to slow things down. We could go into, you know, even a Dragozak or like some weird line here, but let's take a look at what Diego wants to do.
Yeah, he's shaking his hand, but I think he considered that Michele had an impermanence, right? Because, you know, that would have been very likely.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. And yeah, that's the handshake. That's it.